Or Hunger Games, where Katniss Everdeen saves the world with a bow and arrow. Is it Catnips? Catnip?
Wait. Hold on. Oh, welcome everybody.
How many Joshes does it take to replace Jess?
Wait, I thought we had like a countdown thing. I was like, wait, that's not a countdown? Oh no.
Oh, that's funny.
Man, hold on. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. For those wondering why the intro to the show was so rough, it's because I'm doing it. Our ruthless technical director, fearless technical director, is trying to literally wrangle cats. She found a cat. This is what what she told me yesterday. They found a cat, didn't know it was pregnant, and that golf clap just keeps going.
Yeah, I was like, is it just on the loop? Like, does it just not... So we do a whole live stream, just golf claps.
It just keeps going. And so she is out wrangling cats. You guys, hopefully this is gonna go on the app here pretty soon. But we're gonna be watching the what's up?
Let's say what's up, OVO Ghost. Say yo yo yo.
Oh man, dude. Okay, so game one, I texted our road dog OVO Ghost, aka Malcolm Maddox, aka number 8 in our hearts, number 1 on the field. Okay, Freddie Irmo, great to see you. And I'm so on the bandwagon with the Lakers. Like, I want the Lakers to win. I want LeBron to get one more. Okay, I want it. I know. And then I sent you that thing from Happy Gilmore that will eventually get up on social media. I know, OVO Ghost. I know. So yesterday, I'm like loosely paying attention to the game, trying to get some stuff done for work stuff. And then I've been up here on our property alone without my wife, my child, any help. So I got animals to feed and, anyway. So I'm looking at the score. I'm like, all right, like Lakers are up. I'll tune in. Yeah. So end of third quarter, I decided to tune in. I'm like, Lakers got this, baby. 1-1, steal one in Denver. And then I started getting that sick feeling in my stomach. Like the end is nigh. Like it was, like you had a bad taste of food on a really expensive thing you got from the grocery store. And you're like, this can't all be bad. And then the second spoonful, you're like, oh no, I'm going to get sick, aren't I? I'm going to get sick. And then the ball just started rolling downhill and the Lakers could do nothing about it. But regardless of what you think about that last foul, which probably was a foul, but it was also after he released the ball. I think that loose ball fouls should not exist anyway. The first person I thought of was Malcolm, was OVO Ghost. And it's the first person I thought of.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you talk to him today? Did you check in?
Not about this, because Josh, the topic was the gender reveal from last night.
Oh.
And
did you post on social today?
I did.
I didn't see it.
Okay. So what do you final thoughts? What do you think?
I said boy.
Okay.
And Jess Samola, our ruthless technical director, said girl.
Well, Joshua McCougar, there will be a boy coming November. There will be a boy.
I knew it. Boom.
Yep, it's gonna be a boy. So
take me to Vegas. Congratulations.
It was so funny because we did this thing. Her sister came up with this thing where you put stickers to choose the gender.
Yes.
Overwhelmingly girl.
Overwhelmingly girl.
Overwhelming. So
wow. OVO Ghost nephew. That's fire. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
I can only give girl dad advice. My boy dad advice is mostly from an uncle perspective, which is just throw and like do balls and sticks. Just play sports. Okay. That's all you got.
I mean, I was thinking just giving him a helmet and just letting him live life.
Dude, live the life. My brother's son, his oldest son, he's got 2 boys. The one time I went over there and Luke was just wearing a helmet like all the time. And I was like, why does he always have a helmet on? He's like, because he keeps hitting his head on stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was like a bike helmet. Like he was just always in a helmet. Freddie with yesterday I saw a mock draft that has Quantes going in round 4, but Josh might have mixed feelings about the destination. Oh no. Is it Baltimore?
Really?
Oh man. OVO Ghost, let's make a little Scotty Scheffler. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you went to the Chiefs facility for a workout.
I saw that. Yeah.
And then I think they had the Seahawks on that list as well. I'm going to do a post about it. There's some really good stuff on TikTok about them, but We would definitely be following Stiggers. Oh, it was Baltimore. Oh,
man. So my cousins and I, we did this last year. We have like a year-long golf fantasy. We have a year-long like a pick'em survivor in football. We have a year-long against the spread. We do a draft thing, right? And you get a point
right.
for where the player gets. So there's 3 points on the board for each pick: player, team, position. So like, let's just say I got, the offensive tackle from wherever going to the Steelers.
Right.
But it was in the, like, they traded up and it was the different pick. Then I only get 2 out of the 3 points. So like I get Caleb Williams, the Bears, round 1, 3 points, right? Or first pick, 3 points. So we do that for the whole first round of the draft, not the whole draft. We're not insane. Our buddy Freddie Airmail sent us his mock. Our buddy Doug Glosser, who's coming on at halftime of this, sent us his mock draft. I don't know. I like both of them are different and similar. And the draft, this year's draft has like the most name position players in a long time, and the most not like position, like receiver, quarterback, tight end, whatever. And then all of the offensive tackles, I'm very not up on. So I'm not like super confident about where some of these guys are going. Right.
Yeah.
And then you got to figure the Raiders are going to do something stupid, right? They always do. And that always throws everybody off. It doesn't matter if Al Davis is dead. His son is going to do something dumb. So,
and I'm putting it, I'm going to put it out on social. Obviously, I have to be a homer here. Who Freddie has Atlanta picking at 8 is creating so much conversation in the Falcons world. So, we need to get an edge. We're thinking Dallas Turner.
Yeah.
Folks think we should get the guy from UCLA. So I'm interested to see what that brings up in our in our social. So
that's what I think is like I got a couple of questions I'm going to ask Doug when he comes on at halftime. But like, OVO Go saying it best. Raiders want Jaden Daniels. That's like but the Commanders are not going to trade that pick because
who do they have? What, Sam Howell right now?
Sam Howell. That's pretty much it.
They're not going to trade that.
No,
they need some excitement up there.
Totally.
Yeah.
OVO goes, but there's no way to jump that far without giving up their future. Agreed. I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I don't know. I think there's so much upside for Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. I think that Drake May is Daniel Jones.
Really? I heard someone come in Talladega. He was compared to Buddy in Buffalo.
Josh Allen?
Yeah, his name escaped me. Yeah, that was the comparison.
I don't know, man. I think after Trubisky, I can't trust a North Carolina quarterback. And after Daniel Jones, I can't even trust an ACC quarterback. And after Kenny Pickett, I can't trust anybody. So I don't know what the hell.
Actually, they've all been, Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
Keep going. Daniel Jones, Trubisky.
Yeah. It's not a lot of good ones out of the ACC.
Freddie Airmail, Vikings got the other Sam. No, they traded Howell to Seattle. Really? They have Mariota now? Well, so they don't have a quarterback because Marcus Mariota is not a starter.
No,
he's not. Baby, man. The cool thing about at least this first round of the draft is that there are so many quarterbacks and like name position receivers that like there's going to be some movement. Did you watch that video I sent you of the Cardinals GM like making phone calls going like 8, 123, 48 for this, like that was awesome to watch.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And that's the kind of stuff I wish they would like live stream.
Show a lot more up. Right.
But I think the live stream, or maybe it's like, I mean, I guess you can't really show the live stream because other teams are like watching this whole thing. Right. So, but if they showed the live stream to just the fan base and you had to pay like $150 for like a pay-per-view, you would, right? I would,
or at least pre-record it, put it out immediately after the draft.
You have to, right after the draft, immediately.
Like it's War Room Monday, and we're like, or War Room Friday. I need it the next day, and it's like Terry Fontenot did what?
Yeah. Watching watching how like picks happen. I don't mind, like, you'll always get the video of like, hey Kenny, it's Coach Tomlin. You ready to come back to Oakland? Right? Like that's kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah.
But I want the whole like them looking at the draft board and like, is somebody going to take Kenny? Is somebody going to take Kenny? Or like last year with JPJ when he didn't go in the first round and the Steelers had the 33rd pick. You have to imagine that when like the end of the first round happened and JPJ didn't go off the board, the entire Steelers war room was celebrating. Like Tomlin was doing backflips, knowing that they were going to get JPJ. man. Freddie Airmail, Commanders aren't trading out of 2, but Jaden Daniels isn't a done deal for them. You don't think so, Freddie? I think that if I think he's, I don't know. I think he's basically.
I mean, who else are they going to draft? What, McCarthy?
That would be the only other one, right? Or Drake May, I guess. But I think Jaden Daniels has way more upside to both of those guys. And I personally think Jaden Daniels is basically CJ Stroud. And look what happened in Houston. I think that's him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's start. Let's go. Let's put in some picks.
So we already have the who will win pick is live.
Okay.
So
Hilton Regis likes Timberwolves. You want to do like a first? So let's do our evens and odds: first quarter, second quarter, first half.
Got it.
Like total. We don't have to do the team total. Just do like first quarter total even odd, second quarter even odd, and then first half even and odd. And then we can do like a first half over under if we want to get to that.
So the game over under is 213.5. So
okay. I would say first quarter over under 56.5. 53.5. Freddie, I just like everybody's been talking so bad about May all week, all like the quote unquote experts. Drake May being like, they're going to have to sit him for a year. He's a work in progress. He may not be the guy. The more they talk about him and the more I listen to like Drake or to JJ McCarthy interviews, I don't know. I like, is he the next Justin Herbert? JJ McCarthy? Not to like put Harbaugh in, but I feel like that might be a comparison. I don't know.
This is why I don't like pro day. Because I feel as though if they put them through real live drills, we can figure a lot of this stuff out. But I don't think those and stuff really help.
Okay. We are live on the app. Welcome everybody. We're doing live picks and polls now for Timberwolves versus Suns. It's on TNT if you're watching domestically. If not, it streams wherever NBA streams. Like, does TNT have an app? Where does this stream? Where do you find it?
I'm on the TNT app.
Oh, you're on TNT app. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I just saw that the even odd was live. I got to get through all of these hockey picks. Dude, there was a crazy cricket match this morning. It was awesome. The Chennai Super Kings against the Lucknow Super Giants, and Lucknow
Battle of the Supers.
The Battle of the Supers. I kind of like Super Kings versus Super Giants. I kind of dig it. And the Super Kings batted first, and they got, I think they bat like 214 runs, which is like a really good total. And through 10 overs, Lucknow only had 88 runs. So it wasn't looking good. Like halfway through the game, it'd be like, if I don't want to throw Ovio Ghost under the bus, but this is like the Lakers being up like 30, like 26 basically, and then coming all the way back. But then all of a sudden, here comes the Lucknow Super Giants, and they won with 2 balls left, and they hit a 6 to win it. It was awesome, man. I'm telling you what, I'm like getting kind of really into cricket. Like, yes, sorry, Ovio, sorry, buddy, sorry.
He's like, too soon, man.
Too soon. First team to score in the first quarter. I see you put in there.
Yep.
I like that.
We do first team to make a 3. Does that count? Well, that could count as first team to score as well.
So yeah, but we can do both. First 3, first foul shot.
Yeah, I'm interested in tonight's game. I've kind of been getting into a lot of the Anthony Edwards hype.
Yeah, me too. I'm so on board with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
My 2 favorite guys in the NBA right now are Anthony Edwards and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I love both of those dudes. So
yeah. It's easy to like them. They play well. I mean, that's playing well is an understatement, obviously, but
I think that the Thunder need like that. So they've got Chet and Shai, right? But I feel like they need like a point guard. I feel like they need
like a true point.
Yeah. They need a Chris Paul type to really come back to OKC and, do something there. Not Chris Paul, but Chris Paul type.
Chris Paul's like, You got a job for me? No, Chris.
What's that?
No.
Wait, Chris. No. That's not what we meant. Ant is the new face of the league post LeBron. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So.
Wow. Well, listen, I mean, Nikola Jokic can't be the face of the league. He's too hideous. Okay.
Plus his brothers beat up everybody.
Yeah, that's a scene, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis could have been the face of the league had he been able to stay healthy. Joel Embiid is made of glass. Anthony Edwards, he's got the smile, he's got the charisma. He just needs to get to it. And I hate to do this to Timberwolves fans. He has to get to a major market.
Yes.
He's got to get to a better market. He's got to get
he's going to have to pull a KG. KG was great, but
I know
going to Boston really worked out for him.
I know. I mean, listen, Jokic brought a championship to Denver, something I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. So maybe he can do something in Minnesota. Maybe he's the face and the talent they've been waiting for all this time to bring some talent to Minnesota. But I feel like it's almost like it's like an NBA championship. It's like a Super Bowl in Detroit, where I don't know if it's ever going to happen in our lifetime.
By the way, Josh, just to bring this over to hockey real quick, the fans overwhelmingly voted for Stormin' Mormons as the name
of
the Utah NHL team. So that'll be shared on social.
Yes. Pat McAfee wants them to be called the Soakers. That's his Mine was like, you got to get some sort of like soaking pun thing in the arena and or like shaking pun thing in the arena. Yeah. Peanut in there. Hey, Peanut, what's up? Hey, Josh, when do you plan on having me on the show Thursday? Well, I can't have you on this Thursday, buddy. I'm sorry. We got Mason Massey and we have Jason Miller to talk all about the race and a lot of race breakdown. Maybe the week after. I'll email you separately. But sorry, buddy. It all came because the race was so awesome this weekend. I want to give Jason Miller and Mason Massey their time to talk about the race, all that kind of thing. But hope you guys all enjoyed the NASCAR stream. I loved it. I mean, I love the fact that we got P11. I think that, after all was said and done and 5 hours later, just a wild day for fan controlled racing all in all. And we're going to save a lot of the stories from Grant and Dees and everybody for Thursday and Leighton and Woody, so yeah. BC Line, the NASCAR stream was stellar. So happy to experience it. Thank you, BC Line. I appreciate that, my dude. Freddie Earmel, I was super late to the stream, but I loved what I saw. Thank you. OVO Ghost, why did we start in last? Well, our car actually qualified dead last, and we weren't actually in the race until the 6th car was disqualified for a rooftop violation. Some kind of flap was open. So he got DQ'd. We got in, which means dead last. We start, and then we just worked our way up to 11. Just worked our way up. Yep. So boom. That's all it takes. Unlike Formula One, was when you start in last, more than likely you're going to end up in last.
Oh yeah, that's it for you.
Yeah, unless you're Max Verstappen, nothing's going to happen at this point.
Yeah.
But we're back, baby, and we're going to announce the next couple races soon. I think that schedule, we're we've got 3 more races this year, and hopefully get I want by the last race, I want to get to somewhere where maybe Andrew, Natalie, and I are in the same room, and yada yada yada. So,
are they making a new Mad Max?
Mud Max. Oh, you mean Furiosa?
Oh, okay.
It's like the prequel. It's the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And Anya Taylor-Joy, the girl from that chess show on Netflix, got like the wide set eyes. I mean, like authentically, weirdly gorgeous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah. She plays.
You're looking at, you're like, there's just something about.
Yeah, and every time she goes on a talk show, she wears like no clothes at all.
Okay.
It's like every time you like Jimmy Fallon's like, you look great tonight. And I just imagine if I'm Jimmy Fallon, I come home, Amanda's like, stop looking at her. I'm like, she's
wear glasses.
Regis Hilton is starting a nerdy rivalry. I like it.
I'm here for it.
So wait, what picks do we have that have gone live so far?
We have a lot of picks that are live right now.
Okay. First team to call a timeout in the first quarter. I like that one. You got to tell me when you're putting these in.
Oh,
game hasn't even started. Oh, we didn't even have who wins the tip off.
We can put it in right now.
Who wins tip? I was thinking like, will both teams be over 40% from the field in the first quarter?
Oh, that's a good one.
Where did Anthony Edwards play college?
UGA.
Duke? UGA. Dang.
Yeah.
Where did Paulo Banchero play college? Was he Duke? No. Or was he from like Brazil and played overseas? OVO Ghost, answer me that. You're like Mr. NBA. Freddie Earmel, any idea when the next FCR race might be? I think it's in June. I think like
who wins tip off is live. It's July.
Is the next one July?
Yeah. I mean, obviously official announcement, but it's July.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Paulo Banchero was Duke. I feel like I knew that. And then did Shea Gilgeous-Alexander just come?
Why did I not know that?
Did SGA just come from college? Did he come from college or did he just play in Canada and come down?
I think he just came from Canada. And just,
okay.
Yeah.
So tip off. Did you do the 40%?
That's going in now.
Okay. Who wins the tip offs? I'm saying Timberwolves tip off win.
Okay.
I like it. I don't know if anybody saw, there was a couple of random pickleball picks in there today. No announcements yet, but we do have some announcements coming for some other sports. Was SGA at Kentucky?
He was.
Dang, man. I think
see, this is how he was at Kentucky. Wow.
This is how you know, because I don't pay any attention to really college basketball until March Madness. No. So if you don't make it all the way to the end, I don't know who you are.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we say, will Kevin Durant have more points than Devin Booker in the first quarter? Is that too easy?
I mean, we're putting teammate on teammate.
Or do you want to do like, will Anthony Edwards have more points than Kevin Durant first quarter?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
Hi, Nivea. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you liked your Fanvatar on the car. And I personally really enjoyed your Fanvatar. Big fan. Oh, and the Timberwolves went the all whites. Oh, I think the all whites might be bad luck. Here we go.
Where are they? In Phoenix or Minnesota? They're in Minnesota.
This is Minnesota, yeah.
Oh, they went with the throwbacks.
Yeah. I do like the all whites.
Yeah.
Jurkic taking the tip off for the Suns. You want to do Jurkic over under 5.5 first half rebounds? 6.5, 5.5. What do you think?
First half rebounds. Let's go 6.5.
Okay. Phoenix wins the tip off, and we're underway here. NBA playoff basketball. We're gonna try and do one of these a week, maybe 2 a week, and then kind of figure it out. I want to do some live stream during the PGA Championship, which is in May. Again, all these things kind of come in relatively hot, so we'll keep you posted on everything. But I love doing these. All right, Suns win the tip off. No
For
score
Nurkic,
yet.
what was that again? It was 6.5 rebounds, right?
6.5 over under 6.5 first half rebounds. They went with the whiteout, and the Wolves are wearing all white. There's a lot of white on this court right now.
BC Lion as no NHL playoffs. I think we.
No, we are going to do some. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. We'd love to do it. Yes, yeah.
Got you. Who are you pulling for?
I'm an Oilers guy now. Now that my Penguins are out, my best bud is like my hockey. He's from Canada. He's from Edmonton area. I am pulling hard for the Oilers. However, I will not root for a team in the East. Will not even.
Got you.
Hate pretty much every team in the East. But I would love to see an all Canada final. But if I was going to cheer like for another team, like if the Oilers lose, I would love to see the Canucks win. I want a Canadian team to win, is what I'm saying.
No, I get it. Yeah.
And nothing Boston related. Nothing Boston.
I hate every team from Boston. So.
Me too. The worst across the board. Still scoreless. And Minnesota scores your first points. It's a 2-pointer, Lay. It is not a 3. kind of just testing water. I'm telling you, the all white unis throw me off because there's not enough color in them.
Mhm.
And then you've got like sleeves, you got like the long white pant sleeves. Ah, man. I know, PZ Line, just the Canadian team. Please, oh, please, is correct.
I could go for that.
Yeah, it's just, I think, and there's a 3-pointer, Leighton. Anthony Edwards for 3. Come on. You got to love him.
And what are the chances the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Panthers play each other in the first round?
I know the two Florida teams and the give a shit meter on both of them are, you know what I mean? Okay, first team to make a 3-pointer in the first quarter, that would be the Timberwolves. First team to score in the first quarter, Timberwolves. This is all okay. Let's close those out. Who will score more points? That vote just ended. We've got our first foul shots here, Lay.
Yeah.
This is all happening very fast. Timberwolves make it. Timberwolves taking the early all points here.
Yeah, they're the young team to beat, man.
I like them. Kind of. All right, so he made one, missed one. 6-0. Do you want to do I'm thinking like, will either team beat a 20 by like 5 minutes? I mean, we're going to be under that. Oh, we didn't do first team to 10. Well, they're already at 8. So
I was thinking we would do once the team gets to 10, first team to starting it at once the team gets to 10.
Oh, once the team gets to 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I believe, can you check the play-by-play? I don't think that was a TV timeout. I do think that the Suns just called a timeout. Somebody help me out there. Was that a TV timeout?
Suns, full timeout.
Boom. There you go.
First team to call a timeout.
Yep. Gonna.
How about this? Will the first quarter end on a 3-point attempt?
3-point attempt. I love that pick. That's a fan favorite. Give a quick leaderboard update. This is tight. This is really tight. I know she's watching right now. Cool One in the lead, 2,600. In second place, Nivea Diamond won, 2,590. Only 10 points behind Cool One. Then Regis Hilton in third, 2465. And Nerdy in fourth at 2440. This is a jam-packed leaderboard. Control Smart's in there. Racer 24524 is in there. Millifew. I mean, the Crypto Worgen. I haven't seen Crypto Worgen in chat in a while. I love that dude.
Fun fact from Freddie: an American team won the Grey Cup more recently than a Canadian team has won the Stanley Cup.
That's a brutal fact. That's a stat.
It's kind of just salt in the wound there.
Or maple syrup, I guess. I don't know. What do you put in the wound? American. Did you guys stop for food? Like, did you stop at a Buc-ee's or anything like that? Did you stop?
No, we stopped at Chick-fil-A. Buc-ee's is on the other side of Talladega, so that's why we didn't go.
Oh,
but I would have loved to. Would have.
I've only been to Buc-ee's like 2 or 3 times. Every time I've gone there, just because I've bought in weird stuff. Like I bought Ninja Stars and knife. Like, you know what I mean? Like the weird things that they sell in there.
I guess I need this.
I mean, look at this knife. It's got an eagle coming out of it. Got to get it. Freaking sick. Yeah.
I just always get astonished by all the jerky. The jerky is the best part.
Oh, it's a jerky heaven.
I've eaten so much jerky in the last 2 weeks. I need to stay away.
Is it the Berserky jerky?
Well, it's that. Plus, I don't know if I told you, but we had steaks and burgers for the trip. It's because Rachel had a influencer deal from Nebraska something. They didn't know she was vegan. So I had 4 boxes of burgers, ground bison sausage, and bison steaks.
Let's go.
And bison jerky. So I'm like jerkied out.
Damn. BC Line, when you say fan points, do you mean your control token, or do you mean your gold? You mean channel points from stream? From Twitch? Yeah. Nivea Diamond, she's calling herself a 2-time champion. This could be her week. Let's see, Lay. Do we think? All right, so it's 8-0 Timberwolves. How about let's do this one? Will the Timberwolves get to 16 before the Suns get to 10?
Got it.
Or should we do like, yeah. Okay, let's just do that. I mean, the Suns got to do something here. It's going to get out of control. And by the way, we are going to pretty much do the whole game unless it's like it's trending towards a blowout in the third quarter. Then we may end third quarter. It all depends on the flow of the game here. Kevin Durant steps up. He bricks. The just a heads up. What they got to do?
Good one.
That's a good one, Freddie. You got me there, my dude. You got me. One of our picks was both teams be over 40% from the field. Currently, the Suns are 0% from the field. So there's that. Wolves playing some good defense.
20 and 50 right now.
There's a long, awkwardly ranged 3 from Allen. From Grayson Allen, the legend. Is Grayson Allen Duke? Was he Duke? He was Duke, right? Or was he North Carolina? He was Duke. Yeah. They always have like every 4 to 5 years they have like a very well coiffed white man that can shoot the rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know. 8-3. Did you see Rudy Gobert got voted by the NBA players as the most overrated dude in the league? Did you see that on their Instagram?
No, I did not.
By like a wide margin. Like 18% of the vote went to Rudy Gobert, 19% of the vote. Like 1 in 5 players thinks he's the most overrated dude in the NBA. God, everyone went to Duke and Govio goes. All right, 8-3, 7 minutes left. Wondering like this is okay. So did we do it first half over under? Or first quarter over under?
Not a first quarter over under.
We
didn't do any over unders for the first half.
All right, let's do first quarter over under. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left. They're at 11 points. So somebody's going to get hot here. What do you like?
25.
Oh, I was going to say 35 and a half.
So
that's only
30.
No, I think we go like 30 because listen, it would be like 17-15. That's a lot. There's a lot of time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So I mean, probably the safe bet is like 40 and a half.
Okay. So first quarter total over under 40 and a half.
I like it. Yeah.
I'll put it in there.
Because again, somebody's going to go on a run here. Somebody's going to hit some threes. I mean, I could be eating my words right now, but the trend is...
All right, pick is live.
Doing all these NBA picks this year, there's rarely a first half or a first quarter over under that's under 40. Rare. Mm-hmm. But again, playoffs are different because they actually play defense, you know?
Yeah, there's something to actually...
Yeah. Bruno is throwing Nivea Diamond under the bus is Smart Control's aunt, and he votes for her, I suspect. But Smart Control is not beating Nivea Diamond. So if they're betting if they're picking the same thing, they should be tied. So your theory has been debunked in one sentence.
Yeah, my hot take. The aunt taught him how to make picks, so she's probably like the incumbent here.
Is that right?
Oh, man, that would have been a nice 3.
All right, Nurkic gets 1. Nurkic, don't you think Nurkic looks a little bit like Dalton? He played QB for the Glacier Boys, but he got knocked out week 1 with the Achilles. Played for the Glacier Boys. Had he been?
Oh, no, yeah, he does.
Dalton Oliver. I think he looks a little bit like a Dalton Oliver. Freddie, you know what I'm talking about. That's a foul. Do they call it? Is that a shooting foul? No, they called it offensive.
Yeah, they do look alike, man.
Do you think that players that aren't like dressing for the game should have to wear like I'm not saying a suit.
Or team gear, like
Team
in
gear.
college.
So, I think they should have to wear like a Minnesota Timberwolves, like at least like a jumpsuit, right? Like a.
Ideally,
listen,
but they're gonna make it a fashion statement.
I get the fashion statement. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I'm not saying like, hey, you got to dress in a suit. Okay. Like it's not 8th grade basketball. Okay.
No, but some guys have been in like leather pants and boots.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you wearing?
Come on.
What are you wearing?
Yeah. Or they should have like a, like a nice, like almost like a, I don't know, some kind of like sick Timberwolves attire that they pitch by, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, a Letterman jacket.
Like put them in the merch that's in the store. Like, can you like help us promote this?
Totally.
Please?
Right?
We'll put it in your locker for you. Like, you're not gonna dress out, but you gotta wear this,
Yeah. I mean, Oyo Ghost says, I agree, tracksuit minimum. I think you got to wear team gear. Or you wear Carmelo Anthony's draft suit like this commercial. Those draft suits were amazing. The ones from the like Carmelo Anthony's, like those are incredible. Yeah. K Perk. All right. Let's see. Let's rattle off some totals. How about like steals, rebounds? Where are we at? Offensive rebounds.
Stats. All right. We have 11 total rebounds. They are all defensive.
Okay.
We only have 2 3-points.
Okay.
Assists, 4 total. 3 total steals, 0 blocks. 7 total turnovers. There are 8 points in the paint currently. 5 fast break points, all by the Timberwolves. Yeah. And the largest lead has been 8 points.
We got 2 3-pointers. You want to do over under 4.5?
In the
5.5? Yeah, first quarter.
I would go 5.5. How much time is left? 6 minutes, yeah.
5.5 you like?
Yeah.
Okay, 5.5 it is. And then I think we could maybe do assists. One gamer. I agree with the deleted comments. One gamer says, I agree with the deleted comments. Smart Control even spoke out during Nivea Diamond's last victory. It's suspicious that he voted for her instead. No, I don't. You think that it's really hard to fix this because this isn't like, this is sport. It's basically, it's a version of sports betting. So you've got pretty much a 50-50 shot. Most of this. I mean, I'm trying to like fix that. That's like how sports gambling works. So the polls themselves only get you 1 point. So, like when we're doing live sporting events, like for our own leagues and stuff like that, we're going to be changing some point system up so that the polls and stuff will be worth more depending on like what is picked and whatnot. But right now, that's how this is all working. So unless they're like picking the same ones from different accounts, then everybody should be tied. That's how I see it. Ovio Ghost, I don't know anything about hockey, said they're allowed to fight on ice. BC Line, I think the Canucks get past Nashville for sure. I think the Canucks go all the way to the Western Conference Final. I think they're that good. But, the Avalanche are really good. Obviously, the Oilers are awesome. So, but the Canucks
we have 4 total assists.
4 total assists. You want to go
6 minutes left in the first.
8.5, 9.5. What do you think?
Let's go 9 because initially I said 8, then I thought 10. I feel like 9 is a.
All right, so 9.5 it is. Assists. Man, this is low scoring.
Quarter.
Did we do that 16 before Phoenix got 8? Did we do that pick?
I think I did put that in there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did put that in there.
First quarter point. Okay. All right. So that still hasn't happened. 16. It's 16 before Timberwolves or Suns get to 10. So it's 12-5. Again, low scoring.
Pick is live.
These are my favorite Suns uniforms. These, this look with like the old school flashing just Suns. It's the kind of logo that today, if like it was made, something like, did anybody like think that through? But because it invokes such nostalgia, it's actually pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at on Nurkic rebounds?
Look at his numbers. He has 4 total rebounds.
Really? Let's
Yeah.
go, Nurkic. Okay. He's
Sorry, 2. He has 2. He has 2.
All right.
I read the stat sheet wrong.
So even with 2, that over is looking pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Yusuf Nurkic.
Yusuf.
I think we can say that the next race is going to be in Pocono, I believe.
Yeah, it will be in Pocono.
That's been the. Does the look make you feel sun type of way, Josh? Thanks, Freddie. That's a good one. Well done, sir. All right. Here's a 3 from Devin Book now. I mean, we only have 21 points, 5 minutes to go. This is a slow first quarter. Devin Booker, ice cold. I mean, the entire Suns are ice cold. Minnesota's only a bucket away from 16 to close out that pick. Because now I think we could do like, here's a 3. Okay, there we go. Minnesota hits 16. So what do you want to do next? Will Minnesota get to like 25 before Phoenix gets to 15?
All right. Before
there's actually a decent nightlife in Minnesota in Minneapolis. Ovio goes. I've been there. It's pretty fun.
I really want to check it out. I want to go to that big fair they have up there.
Oh, dude, Minnesota State Fair, food on a stick, everything's on a stick. Sick. What's our Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards matchup at? And did we do that for the whole game or just first quarter?
Just first quarter. KD has 2 points.
He just hit a basket.
And Edwards has 3.
Oh. Phoenix. Devin Booker stepping up for a 3. Awful. Actually gets his own rebound and 1. Wow. Devin Booker went from horrendous to hideous to decent looking. That was something special.
Phoenix Mercury. Okay.
What about the Mercury?
So I've officially invested in the WNBA. I've got 5 tickets already. I did the 5-game package.
Oh, for the Dream. Okay.
And I picked all the big games. So I was like, well, cool. I need to see Caitlin Clark. I need to see Angel Reese and Cardoza. I have to see Deanna Taurasi. I got to see the Aces, and I chose New York. So
okay, went
ahead, got that.
Where do they play? Do they play where the Hawks play now? Right?
No. It's a arena closer to the airport. Small arena. Gotcha. It's where the G League team plays.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. How many does it seat?
I'd be surprised if it was 20,000.
Okay. 20,000? That's huge.
That's why I say I'd be surprised, Josh.
No, I think it's probably closer to like 10.
No, we're way off. It's 3,500.
See, I was like, it's a G League team. Like, I don't think the Staples Center even seats 20.
Yeah.
Like, or the Crypto.com arena. Ovio Go saying 12,000.
Up 3,500 with 5,000 if it's a concert, but it's
okay
3,500 for basketball
for the floor seats. All right, 18-12. We're at 30 for our over under here, and I believe that's another TV timeout. Okay. 1/3 of 12K. LOL. We were so Leighton's like, I'd be surprised if it was 20,000. I was like, I'd be surprised if it was 20,000 too. I don't think the Pirates have sold 20,000 tickets to a baseball game in 10 years. Good Lord.
One of the guys that came in the RV with us actually said that's one of his favorite ballparks is Pittsburgh.
Oh, dude, it's gorgeous. You got to go. You just have to go to Pittsburgh in general, especially in the summertime. I think you'd love it. Yeah. Yeah, Freddie Airmail, like State Farm Arena only has 16K. I think, like where Penn State plays basketball, that's also a concert venue in the middle of Pennsylvania. I think it might have like 14. I mean, 14,000 seats is a big arena.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, OVO goes, crypto holds 19,068. Of course, you got that exact number on his Rolodex there.
Tattooed.
OVO.
It's tattooed.
Yeah.
19,068 strong, baby.
I do want to go. I want to see this new Clippers. Like what are they calling that area? Like the Fan Thunder Dome or something? Like like it's that
the wall.
The wall. Yeah, there you go. It does kind of look cool. I mean, it's still a Clippers game, but it kind of looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me.
We still haven't won anything. Oh, the ROVO decks, the Rovo decks. Okay, Freddie Airmail, I see you. Anthony Edwards had 33 points in game 1. Does he still have 3 right now?
I think so.
Yeah, the Clippers still has 3. And KD still has 2. Okay.
Have you been keeping up with the UFL at all?
No. Just every now and then like a destroying kicking highlight, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah.
Do any of our guys doing it? Freddie Airmail, I would like him to keep me updated on that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to watch the highlights. And
they're doing an even worse job of marketing it than they were doing the XFL.
Yeah.
I mean, I never see any of their stuff on social. I never see any what? Destroying is out for the season?
Oh, yeah. The video of him when he made that tackle, he like fractured his neck or something like that. Yeah.
You mean that tackle that kind of went viral for like him taking that dude?
Yeah, he also
what are we doing?
Went viral with the thing around his neck. Didn't know how to tackle.
What are we doing? Yeah, OVO Ghost, he has 1 highlight. God, come on. I'm sorry. Like, all right. For instance, there's a lot of golf influencers out there. There's not a lot of football influencers. It's like destroying and that guy that AJ Green, right?
AJ Green, yeah.
And then maybe a couple others, whatever, obviously. But like, look at guys like AJ Green that came in and got absolutely manhandled by the guys that are actually trying to play professional football. Okay.
Right.
You're playing against destroying. You have been, kicking and like doing wide receiver, like doing football influencing. You are not in tackling giant men shape. You are a kicker. Don't do that. Like your future is so bright. Fake a hit and then flop to the side. Nobody's expecting any like what?
No, you're a kicker.
Stop it. Yes. Yeah. If my kicker got hurt, like if Chris Boswell got hurt trying to stop somebody on a stupid kickoff, I would be livid.
Yeah.
Like that is not your job. Your job is not to tackle. You know what they should do is they should have 12 people on a kickoff team and 11 people on a return team. And as soon as the kicker hits it, he kicks the ball and then runs to the sideline.
Yes. That should be the only 12 on 11 play in football.
Correct. Yes.
Your job is to kick and get out the way.
Thank you. Yes. Man, I didn't even know that about destroying that. That hurts me. That hurts my hurt a little bit. My goodness. Was that a block? Is that our first block of the game? It sure looked like it. Unless, they're calling that a foul. Yeah, Anthony Edwards looked equally as confused by that call because I don't think it was a foul. That guy just threw a ball into 3 men. Was that Beal?
Yeah, there's no blocks.
That was Eric Gordon. Yeah. Nivea Diamant is defending herself well in chat. And I'm going to defend Nivea Diamant. Okay. She might be Smart Control's aunt, but she's good at this. She's good at the pick'ems. But also to be good at the pick'ems, I gotta be lucky. It's like sports gambling. You just gotta be really lucky sometimes and never miss a pick. 20-17, Minnesota, 2 minutes left. Our over under at 40.5 late. And I told you, it
gets hot.
It gets something. Yeah. Points just start coming, and we're gonna hit the over. We probably should have gone 45, but that's all right. I would like to see another 3-pointer. Did you put those three? Were the 3-pointers first quarter or were they
first quarter?
First quarter. Where are we at assists wise? First quarter.
7 total.
Ooh, that's gonna be close.
We are at 16 total rebounds.
16 total, 2 minutes left. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. First quarter.
First quarter.
Yeah, I like that. I think we're definitely going to hit. I mean, we're at 38. Soon to be 39 if he makes this foul shot. Makes it. Boom. I feel like we should do a golf sit. You want to do? Should we do a fan versus par on Monday next week?
Right now, I'm gonna say yes. I don't know what I have to do next Monday.
Okay.
I think I should be available. Okay. Yeah.
Woody the Duck Leighton is still tired from the weekend. Hey, Woody, good to see you, my friend.
So, Woody,
I would like. Do you want to come on the show on briefly on the show on Thursday to talk about your experience near the end, if you got some time? I would like to hear your thoughts.
I don't think Woody expected the experience he got. Like, I don't think he did. He's probably the one fan that truly got to see fan control. Yeah, I don't think he expected it.
All right, it's 22-19. We just hit the over by a half a point. A little major collision. Looks like 2 head banging.
Yeah. What is that like? I wonder when you're all alone, you shoot the 3, the entire arena is like, yeah, you miss, and you just hear a collective, especially if you're a guy that never shoots threes.
Never. It's so excited. It was like when I was a kid. This is a really funny story. All right, I've only been to maybe 5 NBA games total in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to a Cleveland Cavaliers game because it's the closest game to Pittsburgh. And we went to go see Michael Jordan play. And we bought the tickets early on because the Bulls were coming to town. And guess what? He didn't play.
He didn't play. Okay.
He didn't play. Okay. Then we got tickets when we were in Washington, D.C. as a family. And I saw Manute Bol play. Okay. And Manute Bol never shot 3-pointers. But at this game, Manute Bol had 2 3-pointers. And the place went insane. And you got Manute Bol shoots from like up here. Just like flick the ball. Just a flick of the basketball. He drained 2 3-pointers. I'm telling you, like I think I was like 9 or 10 years old, something like that. I've never been to a rowdier arena than when Manute Bol made the 3-pointers.
So what NBA team do Pittsburghers go for?
I'll be honest, we're very fair weather. Like we all root for a player. So, Pittsburgh people are like, like we love the Bulls. A lot of us growing up love the Bulls because it was Michael Jordan,
Right.
A lot of Pittsburghers will go and we'll cheer for, I would imagine some guys like love LeBron James, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really, there's no team that we necessarily, support. I'll tell you what team we do not support, and that is this Philadelphia 76ers. We do not support them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Weirdly, I think, in my generation, it was like, what starter jacket did you have? Oh, this Charlotte Hornets jacket is so sick. I'm going to be a Charlotte Hornets fan. So it's very fair weather. We're more of a college basketball town than we are an NBA town. Okay. But yeah, I was a Bulls fan growing up, and then I love Magic Johnson and the Lakers, but when Kobe Bryant went to play for the Lakers, since he's from Pennsylvania, a lot of Pennsylvania people, especially in Pittsburgh, loved Kobe Bryant. Loved him. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Here's our 3. Oh, God. I really think we're going to hit the under on that 3 pretty hard. It's just been a lot of 2s and foul shots. 10 seconds. Oh, and a missed dunk. That was a block. That's a block. And he's going to complain about the foul. And then we're going to get some fast break points. Yes, sir. 24-21 with a. Oh, and here comes. This is our 3-pointer. Yeah, we got a 3-point attempt, Leighton. Who made that pick the first time? Was that a Woody the Duck special?
Yeah, that was Woody.
That's what I thought. All right. Ends on a. What's our? Okay, let me. Well, you can rattle through some of these picks here. But wait, hold on. We got to hit the over on 40.5. Over 40.5. There we come on. There we go. Okay. Rattle these down. End of first quarter. Welcome back, Control App fans, fan controlled fans. We're watching Timberwolves versus Suns. First round of the NBA playoffs. Leighton and I are both struggling here at the end of the night. Will Minnesota get to that pick has not been resolved yet. Over under 9.5 assists in the first quarter.
Oh, I mean, 8 total. 8 total assists.
Just under. Over under 5.5 3-pointers. I think we're under that, right?
We are. Yeah, it's only 2.
2. What the is going on? Over the point total. How about shooting percentage? Where are we shooting percentage?
Minnesota is 44 and Phoenix is 35.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Yeah.
so will both teams be over? Nope, that did not happen. Why don't we do? Will both teams be over? Or we pick after we close these out. We can do. Will both teams be over 40% by halftime?
Got it.
I think we should do that. Okay. How about Jokic rebounds first? Oh, that's first half. Never mind. Who will have more points in the first quarter? Kevin Durant or Anthony Edwards?
Let's look at it. So it is Anthony Edwards, 5-2.
5-2. Let's go, Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards. He's so cool. Okay. First half point total, even or odd? First. Oh, wait. No, that hasn't happened yet. First quarter total, even or odd?
It's
Quarter
odd.
total.
45.
Odd it is. All right. We're going to close those picks out and we are going to head into the second quarter. Oh, wait. 22.5 first quarter rebounds.
Oh, first quarter rebounds. Where are we? 21.
How about I had 3 cricket picks this morning, all within a half. 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah, 2 unders and an over. Wild.
All right, first team to score in the second quarter is live.
Okay. How about first 3 and then first foul shot second quarter? Make sure you've always put second quarter just so we don't get yelled at by Nerdy.
Got it.
Woody Duck says, but I actually listened to almost the whole race stream while at the track. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Woody, what do you think? How'd you think we did? How based solely on like you're at the track, we're watching on TV. How'd you think we did? And then Ovio says, how about them Braves? Braves are good. Very good at baseball. And it's very frustrating for a person that's really the only team from Atlanta I just do not like, because in 1992, 1991, and 1992, you ripped out my heart. And I was at the age where I could formulate emotions in sports finally. And it broke me in a place that will never be fixed again. Ever.
Got it.
Just,
I'm sorry.
Thanks, man. That's all right. All right. Those votes are live. First team to score in the second quarter. I'm going to say Timberwolves. And Jokic is the first. No, good God. That was an awful 3-point attempt. That looked like me in the backyard. My little nephew, he's I've said this before on here a bunch of times, but he's an awesome little basketball player. And we were playing pickup last week. And he beat me like 17-1. And he, like after like 17th points, like, this isn't fun for me.
Oh yeah. It sucks.
So then I just kept rebounding for him. All right. Phoenix scores the first points of the
do you want to do a second quarter? Oh, got it. Both teams over 40%.
Yeah, both teams over. Oh, and the Suns got to 20. Oh yeah. No, so that didn't happen. Okay. We could have closed that out. So now they're both tied at 24. Do you want to do first team to 30?
Yep.
And then what I think we could do is do first team to 30 and then first team to 35. This game's pretty tight.
Alrighty.
All right, here's a question. This might be a poll. Would you rather play for the Phoenix Suns or the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Oh.
I feel like both franchises are like relatively snake bitten. The only difference is that you don't have to live in like minus 30 in the winter in Minnesota, like in Phoenix, you know?
Right. All right. So these picks are going live.
Cool. All right. I took Suns. I think I'm gonna take yes 40%. I think I've got it's gotta be right.
I think they were they're both under 40 right now.
Okay.
It's 37 and 38.
Was the pick first team to make a free throw or is it first team to shoot a free throw?
I think I said shoot a free throw.
Okay. Those picks were still live. So if you got it, or you answered it before that free throw of Nurkic, 3-pointer, man, they're all short today. These three, because it's 26-24 Phoenix. Minnesota's been ice cold. Nurkic for 3, Brick City. Nurkic needs to have a like a dog collar on him that every time he takes a 3, it shocks him. It's like, don't do that. Hey, stop that. Stop that.
Oh, who would you rather play for?
Put the poll up. BC Lions splash and go. Favorite line from the stream: a dash of gas instead. I like that. That was a good part. What did it was actually helpful, even though everything was 30 seconds behind. OL. Andrew is an absolute gem. I could listen to him call the race all day. I agree. Andrew's awesome, man. BC Lion, love seeing Josh bouncing up and down and out of his seat during the stream. Yeah, I got so stressed at the end, Leighton. I like couldn't sit down. I didn't want to be seated anymore. I don't watch sports well seated. Like if we were doing a live stream of the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, and this is a playoff game or a Penguins game, a playoff game, I would be standing up. I would be.
I felt bad because right when we were watching if we would stay in the top 10 or not, after we finished 11th, everyone's celebrating. Tommy from SS Greenlight tried to give me a fist bump, but I just kept recording, so I left him hanging. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm sorry, Tommy.
What's Tom? Was he cool to hang out with? We've only hung out, like talked on the phone. I like Tommy.
Cool dude. Yeah, real chill. Went to Miami, so
G and Grant got to be like best buds.
Yeah, they connected.
Okay. All right, 28-25 Phoenix. That 31st to 30 is looking good for Phoenix. Although, I mean, again, we need a little excitement here. We got to hit some threes.
Thank you, BC Lion.
That
did we do a over under second quarter total?
We didn't. We didn't do an over under. I think we didn't do an over under first half. Is what we definitely didn't do. Let's do first half.
Okay.
We have first half like even odds.
Yeah, but we don't have over under totals.
Correct. And the Suns just hit 30. So that's our first team to 30. Has anybody hit a 3-pointer yet? Did we see that? Check your play-by-play, as I think we did.
Okay. Also, I mean, are we looking at 90-something points by halftime combined?
Okay, so we're at 59 right now. So almost to 60, 8.5 to play. I would say 101.5.
Okay, and no 3-pointers.
No, take that back. No 3-pointers have been made yet?
Oh, no, Eric Gordon made a 3-pointer.
And he's on the Suns, right?
Suns, yeah. You said take that back, so not 101.5?
No. Let me see. All right, it's 59. We're at 60. There's 8 minutes to play. 30. I said we go 9. Oh, man, now they're making threes. No, let's go 101.5. 101.5. I like
101.
101.5.
1.5 first half total.
Now they're making points. And that we should maybe throw out after this one. Let's do first to 40.
Okay.
Because it's coming in hot.
Over under.
Slim Reaper just hits a fadeaway and one.
All right, that pick is live.
Suns go to 35.
First to 40. Let's get this up here quick.
New pick is live.
We're gonna get that poll results here in a minute.
It was heavily, obviously, voted. And just a heads up for people wondering, the randomization of poll answers will be going live in the next app release, which I think is in next week. And from what I understand, in the next app release, fingers crossed, we are getting chat. So you'll be able to chat in the app during these. And then, I mean, we really want to get most of the traffic and app traffic and chat traffic into the app. So, yeah. Three-pointer for Minnesota is, little fight for, okay. And then Nurkic gets a bump, aka Dalton Oliver. This game's getting a little chippy. That's what we can, I think. Oh, man.
KD has 5 points.
KD has 5. I believe the Timberwolves are 1 for 8 from 3-point, which is not great. That was a steal. After this, yeah, I was going to say that's an offensive foul.
Both teams are currently over 40%.
Uh-oh. Okay.
All right, we have 10 total fast break points.
Okay.
12 total assists, 8 total steals. Still no blocks.
You want to do over under 0.5 blocks? Like, will we see a block in the first half? I think it's just a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Racer 245, 24 is pumped for the release of. Yeah, I'm pumped for chat. I'm really pumped for chat. Nivea Diamond as one has taken the lead over Cool One at 27.71, Cool One at 27.21, Nerdy at 26.41, Regis Hilton at 26.26, and Vino D995 24.51.
Pick is live.
First to 40 pick is live as well. Take that. Oh, that one ended. Son of a. Will we see a block in the first half? I mean, I gotta say yes, but at this point, who the hell knows? There's nothing. Nivea, congratulations.
Right.
Welcome to the party.
Oh.
What's that?
63% of fans will play for the Suns.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I think it's a whole weather thing. To be honest with you, I like both towns, but knowing that during home stands, I could play golf in the wintertime, I think that would be my selling factor on it. Woody the Duck in a tough week, basically solely on the fact that he was stuck in an RV with you guys during pick time or on a flight, was not able to. He's in 72nd place. Yeah. Okay. How many assists? Let's do some over-unders on first half. Like these are all first
12,
half.
So 12 total assists, 8 total steals.
All right, let's stop on assists. Let's just do one at a time. Assists. Okay. We're at 12.
Yep, 12. We have 7 minutes left in the second.
23 and a half? No, that sounds insane, right? No, 12 total. Assists? How about 19 and a half? That would make sense. 18 and a half? 18 and a half.
You don't think we'll hit the 20s in assists with 7 minutes left?
Okay, let's go 20 and a half. 20 and a half. Fine. 20 and a half. Ovio goes, Phoenix just sounds like a better place to live. I got to be honest. I think Phoenix is going to run out of water here soon. We have to get everybody out of the desert. It's not looking good. No, I'm just kidding. Josh, I thought you played golf. Huh? I do play golf. I play a ton of golf. Okay. What's the next one?
Steals. There are 8 total steals.
I say we just double. Like, let's go to 15 and a half.
Okay.
No, well, so there's 8 total steals. That's first quarter and like a lot of the second, like half of the second quarter almost. So do you want to do You said 8, right?
There's 8 total.
You want to go 13.5?
Okay.
Or do you like 14?
Let's just push it. Go since we have 15 before. Let's just go 14. Meet in the middle.
14.5. Got it. I like this. I like this name. The guy that's saying, Josh, I thought you played golf. Huh? When you're reading the comments, I'll be there. Creepy yet hilarious.
Pick his live.
Yeah, we're gonna do another golf stream on Monday. Trying to get a budget for some like funny clubs to like go to a Goodwill and buy a bunch of old crappy clubs and see what happens with those.
Like those like plastic kid ones.
No, like ones from like the late 90s.
Oh no, I know. I was suggesting the plastic kid ones too. Just
the only thing is I don't think they pick up on the sim. You have to hit an actual golf ball and you can't hit that with plastic clubs.
That's the point. Thank you, Josh.
That's the point, dum. Okay, great. Yeah. All right, we're at 68 total points, 717 left. I think we're trending to that 100, 101.5, which I like. Phoenix up 38-31. Anthony Edwards on the bench taking a breather. I bet they put him in. Devin Booker leading scorer in the game with 10 points.
Yeah.
Finally, Minnesota hits a 3.
Oh, Nurkic and Nurkic has more total rebounds than Gobert, right? It's 5-4, but they're tied in defensive rebounds.
Who has more rebounds, Nurkic?
Yeah, just one more. It's 5-4.
And his first, our original over-under for his first half rebounds was 6.5. KD with a nice turnaround. It's 40-34. All right. So Phoenix has crushed those first twos. They've gotten all 3 this quarter so far. All those Pacers picks just fell in. Okay, so Suns are the first to 40. You want to do wow, that was an insanely good air ball. Like one of the better air balls you'll ever see. Do you want to do Suns to 45 before Wolves make 40?
Yep.
Okay. Done and done. Still haven't seen a block. Okay. I don't see our ruthless technical director in the like behind the scenes. Like I don't see her in the this area or backstage. But I have seen. Have you been the one doing pick his live?
Oh no, yeah, that's me saying pick his live.
Got it.
Yeah, I do that when I don't want to cut you off. So
thanks, man.
Yeah, of course, look it out.
Minnesota makes another 3, 42-37, 79 total points in the first half. What? Maybe we should do an over/under 3-pointer now. What's our game total at 3-pointer wise?
6.
You want to do 5.5? You want to do 9.5, 8.5? What do we think? 9.5? 3 more 3-pointers?
Yeah. All right, let's try it. 9.5. They're gonna start. Yeah, jacking up towards the halftime.
Right. You want to do? So we're gonna do 9.5.
Yep.
Okay. Done and done. Hit it. When you're reading the comments, I'll be there. I thought Woody was one of the best, but this smart is secondary accounts is shaking everything up. Hey, you want to get accounts? You want to make secondary accounts? You make all the accounts. But you're not wrong. Shaking them up. Listen, there's no like we made it very hard to cheat the system. You just have to be good at it. You have to like make all the picks, and you can never miss a pick. Is basically in how to get to the top of the leaderboard. You can never miss one.
Pick is live.
Racer 24524 wants to know what I think of TGL golf. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm very intrigued to watch it. I mean, I hope it's good. It has the biggest names in golf playing. I just don't know if you're not going to fan control it or get some sort of like very fan engaged situation with it, how it's going to retain. Right? Like, sim golf is cool. I think again, we would make it cool just from the fan controlled aspect of it. If we like made them bigger and a little more like panache kind of a thing. with like a ton of picks and polls all during it, we could make that. But if like it's just going to be kind of straight up golf with like a tech side to it, I don't know. I really don't know why I'm watching. All things being equal, but it is team golf. It is kind of cool. They're doing like alt shot. We'll see. Like hopefully they can, Oh, this is tight. Phoenix at 44. Minnesota just hit 40 before they hit 45. So that we can close out that pick. I want it to be cool. I want it to be really cool. I love the team aspect of golf. I think that Live, it's a shame that nobody's watching Live, and that the PGA Tour didn't like try and work with the PIF earlier. I understand it's Saudi Arabia, and you've got your political things. Nice shot by Devin Booker there. 46-40 Phoenix over Minnesota. But I love the team aspect of golf. I really think that we got a little dust up here, Leighton. Little dust up. I would love if the PGA Tour had like Team Titleist, Team Callaway, and like they had to draft certain players, and there was a really cool all season long team aspect to this, and then there was a team final like along with the tour championship kind of a thing. I also think that like there should be some sort of playoff within it. When you get to the FedEx playoffs, you're eliminating certain players, but you're not doing it in a way that it could be way more exciting if you did it match play, to be honest with you. Like that's what the playoffs should be, is like, it should be like long weekends of match play after match play, then next weekend course match play after match play. Then you keep going so that there's a winner at the end instead of like a weird handicap stroke system. And then you have, the guys that are qualifying and scoring points for the team. And then you have a team final, and the team final is played Ryder Cup style, where you've got like 5 or 6 teams that made it into the final. And then there's like a better ball and a match play, and it's a thing. And you're playing for something team, like, the way that they have the end of the golf season after all the majors are done, people start losing interest in golf. Because guess why, Leighton? Football.
Yeah.
Fucking football. Golf needs to end before football starts. And if football is going on and you want to have something maybe on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, you could do something that way. And then if you wanted fall golf, I think you go international for them to make some money. You go to Australia, you go to Asia, and you do those. It's not meant for us in the fall. You go if they want the best guys in the world to go play. Australia is an incredible golf country. Go and play like September, October in Scotland or Ireland, Australia, like these golf crazed areas, and see some of the other world, and make the tournaments for them, because the American audience is just watching football. And there's no point in competing, but there is a point in growing the game internationally. And I think that that's what you kind of got to look at. That's my point.
You're like really a golf enthusiast. I'm always like learning more.
Die hard. Yeah. Because I would love, I want fan controlled golf to be something that like the PGA Tour sees and says, okay, let's do some more with stuff like that, to really bring like an aspect to golf that is just way more fan forward. And if it's like it's a series in the fall, or if it's something of like some of these tournaments that we're never going to be in the majors, and I totally get that, but there's a lot of tournaments that you can do some fun stuff with, and they just don't. There's it kind of sounds like NASCAR. Like that's just a good old boys club that wants to do what they've done.
Yeah.
And we don't care how old the audience is watching. That's that. All right, 4 minutes left. 46-40. You want to do 47-40 Phoenix over Minnesota. You want to do, will Phoenix get to 55 before Minnesota gets to 47? What do you think?
I'm putting it in.
Got it. And I'm wondering, like, will either team get to 60 before half? Phoenix at 47 right now. Obviously more likely, but Oh, that was a nice pass. That was sick. Take that, Rudy Gobert being overrated. He took like one step from the foul line and he was already dunking. Rudy Gobert, 10 points. I like Rudy Gobert. I kind of feel bad for him. Overrated? Oh, that was a steal, or did he lost? Maybe that was just a turnover. And that is, oh no, come on. You got to dunk that. As clearly I'm rooting. And then there's the road dog, Yusuf Nurkic, 49-42, Phoenix over Minnesota. Oh no, that's not Nurkic. That's the other white guy. Who is that? He's a bigger white dude. Looks like this guy, Jason Inman. I used to work. I'm going off.
So right now, Devin Booker has one more. He's the leading scorer right now. He only has one more point than Mike Conley.
Mike Conley? Is he the leading scorer for the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Dang.
With 12 points, Booker has 13.
Do you want to do Devin Booker over under 16.5 first half?
Yeah.
Rose Shocker 22. No innovation to grow your brand. Definitely feel that FC aspect would be a lot of fun. Thank you, Rose Shocker 22. Thank you. Agreed. And I've never seen you in chat before. Welcome. It's good to see you. Cool one is Nivea Demon is talking smack, and I like it. What other pick did we just put in, Lay? Nothing. We didn't put one in.
It was the Devin Booker 16.5.
Oh,
that's live now.
Yeah, that's picks live. Sometimes my app just doesn't refresh. I think we all have that similar. That pick didn't go live, just so you know.
It didn't?
No. You may want to empty your cache. Oh, no, it did. It went live.
Oh, okay.
You're good. You're good.
Whew, scared me.
But I would still empty my cache just in case. Maybe at halftime. Do it at halftime.
Got you.
Woody the Duck, where is Nivea Diamond on? Nivea Diamond is on our YouTube. Nivea Clara Ferreira. That's a lot of A's in ending your names.
Mm-hmm.
Nivea Clara Ferreira. Roshocker, thanks. I try to pop in here and there. You're always welcome, man. Always welcome. Get in on the app. Get in on the action. I feel like this is one of our more calm watch parties. By the way, we got Doug Glosser coming on at halftime to talk about the NFL draft, his mock draft, which he sent us, and Freddie Airmail's mock draft. Freddie Airmail's and his will go live on social media tomorrow. Our NFL mock draft insiders. And then we're going to do a bunch of live picks, and probably not watching the draft. You can't watch the draft live, right? On Thursday, Lay? You got something to do Thursday?
Yeah, I can watch it live on Thursday.
Right. So Freddie's going to send me some picks to throw in the app, but it's all during the draft. Freddie, I got to email you my phone number so you have it. Why do I feel like Freddie has green text? Freddie, do you have green text? Please tell me you don't have green text.
Yes,
then I have to, as if so, then we have to be friends on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And you got it. Why do I feel like he does have green text? I like have communicated with him on like either Telegram. We got another
one. Freddie's cool. We doubted you, Freddie. We're sorry. We doubted you.
I'm sorry I doubted you. I can't believe I did. I'm so sorry. That was rude of me to doubt you. Oh man. That is just, that's just unkind. But we're going to do some live picks during the draft. Freddie's going to send me some stuff. But their mock drafts are going to go up live tomorrow on social media. So you guys take a look at that. There are draft insiders, and then we can judge them after the first round. BC Lion has a flip phone. BC Lion, do you and my dad hang out?
These are the most New Balance commercials I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, they're super New Balance-y. Yes.
I have never seen a New Balance commercial until this year. They're so
just put dads in there mowing the lawn. Have a little green on the shoe. Teammates to each average 27 points in NBA history. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, 23-24. Won the title. Shaq and Kobe, no. And then the other one was, I think, Kareem and Jerry West, and they also did not win the title. Woody the Duck said, Josh, I can't imagine what the trip would have been like if you were there. let's all things being equal, Woody, we would have been kicked out probably earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, yeah. I would have done my best. Man, Kevin Durant's having low key having a pretty decent game. What's his point total at? Kevin Durant.
Point total. Let's go to box score.
Box score.
He's at 11.
11. You want to do 13.5 for Kevin Durant? All right, Minnesota, it puts in a bucket there. 51-46. It's a 5-point game. This has been a good, like a nicely contested, hot battle here. Who is big white guy in the middle? OVO Ghost. Who's big white guy in the middle? Oh, Eubanks. Thank you. You said that. Thank you. OVO Ghost. Coco Gauff is the future. Coco Gauff is the future. She is the future. All right, Eubanks just threw up a shot like he's me in a pickup game. Like ugly one-handed, just shoving the ball at the basketball at the hoop. Come on, Minnesota, make a 3. Good Lord. The Mavs are the Timberwolves are 3 from 10 from 3-pointer. Kevin Durant just threw up a sky chuck, as I like to call it. That's it's the sky brick. It's from so far and so high that it has no chance of going in unless like a strong wind pushes it towards the hoop. Eubanks knocked it out. They keep it Minnesota. All right, how about this? When you're reading the comments, wouldn't cool. They lost the fight against Smart Control, but why does he even pass himself off as a woman? Why do you keep starting this fight? Nivea.
No, she's legit.
She's legit. She's
legit. So funny story to our fan control Twitter. Instead of sending us her fan avatar first, she actually sent a selfie.
She sent a selfie?
Yeah, to our Twitter.
That's awesome.
Shared. But yeah, she's legit.
Yeah, she's a legit human. Rudy Gobert getting in there, 51-46. Oh, we hit. No, what was the pick? Was it to 47? Yeah, well, Phoenix get to 55 before Minnesota gets to 47. It's getting close there. He makes this foul shot. Rudy, don't be overrated. Don't be overrated. My friend just married a guy who kind of looks like Rudy Gobert.
Oh, okay.
Rudy Gobert makes it. Hey-o. Phoenix does not get to 55. Kevin Durant, 13.5. All right, we're under a minute to play. Oh, Leighton, look at the over-under. Look at the over-under with a minute left. 51-47, 98.
Oh.
It's about to be 99. Rudy Gobert with a hideous free throw, but he makes it. We're under a minute. Ooh, do you want to do? We didn't do our 3-pointer. We didn't do our Woody special.
I could throw it in there quick, right?
You could. That was an ugly 3-point attempt. Minnesota gets the rebound. 40 seconds left. Leighton, can you get it in time?
Yeah.
Can you get it in time? Somebody's got to call a timeout or something, right? No? Minnesota gets one back. It's now a 51-50 game. 101.5, Leighton. 101.5. Is it the over or is it the under? 101.5. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nurkic getting a little angry. Oh, pick is live. No. Shoot it. You got 10 seconds. Slow it up. Oh, God. Leighton, here it goes. Shoot the basketball. No, and it wasn't a 3-point attempt. And they hit the under at 101. Oh, wow. Nivea Clara Ferreira. I'm a woman really loved. I know it's difficult. Get in it, Nivea. We love you. Woody the Duck says, within a couple hours after I got home Sunday, my mother-in-law had the cops at their house because she was watching a relative's baby and there was a legal dispute. So she had to drive 3 hours with my wife to drop off the baby at the police station. Was a cop-filled weekend. I don't know where that story is going, but that's terrifying. Woody, what is happening in Missouri? Whoo! What a first half of basketball. We're waiting for Doug Russ.
So many episodes of Ozark today. So I have a interesting thought about Missouri now.
Ozark does shed a light on Missouri in a strange way.
Very weird way.
Heck of a basketball game we got going. All right, let's close out these. Oh man, we gave people a free one on that last pick.
Yeah.
Sorry, it happens. You guys are all worth it. Okay, here we go. What is it like? It's Salem, Missouri. Yikes.
Salem's not a good place anywhere in America.
yeah, definitely not. All right, let's close these out. Kevin Durant, 13.5 over under.
11 still.
Under. Devin Booker, 16.5.
Booker, 13.
Under. All under. 9.5 3-pointers first half combined.
Let's go to team stats. Nope, 7.
7 under. 14.5 steals over under first half.
10.
Oh, under, man. Should have, yeah. 20.5 assists first half.
21.
Oh, we hit the over. Let's go.
The over.
Will we see a block in the first half, Leighton?
No blocks.
No blocks. Unbelievable. Oh, for blocks. Under the 101.5. That's crazy when that happens. How about 40% by field goal? Wait, stay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, let's go 40% from the field.
Both teams are above.
Wow, look at us.
Yeah.
Yusuf Nurkic rebounds 6.5.
We go back to the box score real quick. Nurkic total rebounds 5.
Oh, under. All right. First half total, even or odd?
Oh, it's odd.
Odd. And that's right, 101. I'm an idiot. And then second quarter total, even or odd?
Even.
Even it is. All right, we're closing these out, and I see a very special guest waiting backstage. Oh, wait, will second quarter end in a 3-pointer? No. All right, those are closed out. All right. I will read off the leaderboard before the beginning of the third quarter, but I want to get to our buddy, the man, the myth, the legend, Doug Glosser. He's back, baby.
Hey, friends.
Let's go, buddy.
Great to see you, boys.
Great to see you, man. I'm
happy holidays. Don't just mean Passover. Yep. Happy holidays to all who celebrate.
So good. I'm gonna bring on Freddie Airmail. We're gonna do some live picks on Thursday. He sent us his mock draft. You sent you ours. How are you feeling? Like overall feelings about this year's draft?
It's such an exciting year, and I know we say this every year, but you know, there's always kind of something different that is going to just totally shake up the entire draft. And and this year, there's so many quarterbacks, right? There's so many quarterbacks. There's so many offensive tackles. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, you got all this great depth, but if you don't get one in the first round, are you going to get one later? So, you know, we might see a ton of movement this year. You know, Josh, like you said, we were playing around with the mock draft and we were trying to figure out, you know, it's so hard to project these trades, but Vegas has 6.5 as the over under on the trades. And when you see a number like that, you're like, what do they know? You know, what do they know?
I mean, you sent me here. I'm going to read your trading, right?
Sure.
Here you go, Leighton. You ready for this? The Chargers trade back from number 5 with Minnesota. Minnesota surrenders number 11. However, Minnesota might be getting the 8th pick from Atlanta by way of collusion, correct? Like as a penalty.
Yeah. We saw all that. They're not finished with that yet. I just think those sneaky Vikings are up to something. You know, we have, not to play spoiler alert there, but we have them taking a quarterback, but the team right behind them could also take a quarterback. We've heard the Giants are kind of poking around there too. Yeah. And Leighton, your hometown Atlanta Falcons, I think, kind of control the top 10 here when we're not talking about the quarterbacks necessarily. Because you know, we hear a lot they could go 1, 2, 3, maybe even 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first time in history. But the Falcons, to me, are super interesting because that's where the first defensive player could come off the board. Whoever that could be, which would also be a record perhaps for how late the first defensive player came off the board. But even still, like we said, they could hop out and throw a wrench in everything.
Hell yeah. Denver trades back with the Colts, sends 12 and 136 for 1582 and 151. Do you think because Denver doesn't want a quarterback, or do you think they're gonna?
So this was the hardest one. I think we all feel like Denver has to come out of this draft with a quarterback, right?
It has to, right?
And there's rumors flying around. Sean Payton has his laser focus on somebody. We don't know who it is. You hear all the stories from before where he wanted Patrick Mahomes. He couldn't pull off that deal. The Chiefs were the one that pulled off the deal. So I was trying to speculate, who could it be? A lot of people think maybe Bo Nix, and they like Bo Nix. They just don't want to take him at 12.
Yeah.
I looked at it differently as to say maybe McCarthy is the one that Sean Payton has his eyes on. So just in this scenario here, just to be a little spicy, we had the Vikings basically outbidding the Broncos for that. And with the Zach Wilson trade, obviously that's not a long-term thing, but maybe Sean Payton's thinking, you know what, we don't have to force the issue this year. He may like Bo Nix. He may not love Bo Nix. So we had them trade back a little bit just to recoup some picks because they don't have a ton of picks either. But,
but don't you think
think that maybe they'll come out with a quarterback somehow, some way?
Do you think, but I honestly don't know if Bo Nix even goes first round. Like, is he a second round pick?
I think if we were just talking in a vacuum, yes. Like, do I think he is one of the 32 best players in this draft? No. Right. And I don't feel the same way about Michael Penix either. They're probably in that fringe, if you're just stacking 1 through 100, maybe somewhere in the late 20s, 30s, something like that. Mm-hmm. But there's a science to all this, right? Which is if a quarterback doesn't go in the first round, they're not going for a while because nobody takes a second round quarterback anymore. So even if I do not necessarily believe that just from a pure grade perspective, that these are some of the 32 best players in the league or in the draft class, fellas, we see it every year. These quarterbacks just get pushed up. So it's not necessarily what I would do or anything else like that. But, again, just bringing our old pals in Vegas back into the equation, they got an over-under at 5.5, right? So they think almost definitively that those quarterbacks are all going to go somehow, some way in the first round. And, it was difficult to try to figure out how all those puzzle pieces were going to fit. So I had Minnesota winning the McCarthy sweepstakes, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
And that breaks the heart of Denver, who maybe they fall back on Bo Nix, maybe they don't.
Rose Shocker says, I just need to hear that the Raiders have traded up to number 2. Ha, 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 ha. I don't think that the Commanders are going to trade. I don't think they are even thinking about trading that 2 pick.
No, I don't think so at all. I think the first one that's really open for business is number 3 with the Patriots. But I think, again, when you're talking about trades, you have to put a player to it, right? And you also have to talk about like who you are trading off of. So the Patriots, it's cool. Everyone loves trading down. The Cardinals, everyone loves trading down. But you have to put a player to that, right?
Like,
so what are you trading off of Drake May, or if I'm trading off of Marvin Harrison, what am I getting, right? Yeah. What is it that I'm giving up? It's not just acquiring additional assets. Those assets have to turn into players. And somehow, or sometimes when you trade $1 for 4 quarters, it doesn't add up to $1, so to speak. So you're better off just taking that $1 bill. So it's not so easy. But at 3, the Patriots could be open for business. They could go back. But to the Raiders fan in the chat there, we speculated that maybe they might want to do something to come back and grab one of those 5th quarterbacks.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody that I've been listening to, and it's unfortunate, like I don't know how many draft podcasts I've listened to at this point, but it's too many, is that like Drake May has a decent upside potential, but there's way more chance of a downside to Drake May. and that like they would love for him to like sit a year, but I feel like the teams that are going to draft him don't have that luxury. Am I correct in saying that?
I think you're correct on all fronts. I don't think it necessarily would be a bad thing for Drake May not to play and to get some practice reps and hold a clipboard and learn for a little bit, particularly if he goes to New England. Let's say they got Jacoby Brissett there, who is perfectly fine to show him the ropes, play for a little bit. Maybe he comes in towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
But in today's football, there's another school of thought that says, look, just play him. Just play him, let him learn what he can do, what he can't do. There's some people that think, look, Drake May, he's got a lot to work on with his footwork and some other arm angle stuff and whatever else like that. But it's, that's just coaching. That's just coaching. So get him in a pro system, let him actually get coached up, unlike what he did, these last couple of years at Carolina with such a terrible offensive scheme. He had no help. A lot of people make a big deal about that. And it's true. I think throw him in the fire, and I'm one of the guys that think Drake May is good enough that he can actually succeed pretty early.
Okay. Leighton and I were saying earlier that Drake May, he gives me Daniel Jones vibes.
I don't get that. And I'll tell you why. Daniel Jones to me was never anybody in college that was any good, as a matter of fact. I mean, we gave him a lot of credit for taking this crap Duke team that was playing the Sisters of the Poor. Look at their schedule. It was terrible. Yeah. They would never play anybody. And as soon as he would play anybody decent, he looked terrible. But because that was a terrible quarterback draft, they had to take somebody to the Senior Bowl, right? And the Giants even admit they weren't sold on him till they saw him in the Senior Bowl. That was a mistake. They ended up falling in love with the guy and just put on total blinders to all the things that he couldn't do. So Daniel Jones looked the part, right? He looked the part, but he never necessarily played with anything that kind of said, oh, wow, whatever.
Yeah.
Drake May, on the other hand, yes, his 2022 was better than 23. That's fine. But the 23 team that he was on was worse. And I also saw plenty of throws out of Drake May, the athleticism, the arm angle, the touch, working the middle of the field, which Daniel Jones avoids like the effing plague. Mm-hmm. It's just stuff that you don't see from those guys. And the other thing, Drake May has one of the things that I love most in draft prospects, which is being a little brother, right? So he is a little brother to other Division I college athletes. Everyone remembers his older brother, Luke, at North Carolina and everything. Yeah. His older brothers were beating his little butt, the entire time. He's playing with kids that are older than him. It's like TJ Watt. Like TJ Watt. The same theory applies. You get toughened up. You learn how to be a better player when you're playing against older competition, and you figure it out. So I apply that to Drake May as to say he's a good kid. He's apparently pretty smart. All these types of intangible things that you want to be able to see. But you never know until you know. We thought Kenny Pickett had incredible intangibles, and look what happened. He's the biggest, crybaby that's out there.
Like how we always end up back here.
Always end up back at Kenny Pickett lately.
Yeah, it's just the tiny gift that keeps on giving.
We should have known when the rumor about his hands. We should have known. We just should have known. Mm-hmm. Leighton, you got any questions for Doug? I got a list.
I mean, obviously, it's the Falcons question. The fan base is always going back and forth between Dallas Turner at number 8, if we keep that 8th pick, or do we go Leatu Latu out of UCLA? Which one between those two? Which one do you think is the better pick?
I would take Turner, simply for the fact that with Latu, the medical kind of scares me. Right, so he's much older. A lot's been made about the fact that he was medically disqualified at one point in time at Washington. Transfers to UCLA and gets everything together. And on tape, he's a better player, right? His hands are better, his production is better, he's more stout against the run, all this kind of stuff. But it's not necessarily just what they are right now, right? It's what they could be. Turner's a young player. He's been a 5-star, so he has the pedigree. He's not just some guy that came out of nowhere. You don't just go to Bama and you're some unknown guy.
Right.
I think there's a little bit more projection. But let me throw this at you, Leighton.
Yeah.
I kind of like, and I've gotten some pushback from some of my Falcons friends on this. I kind of like Byron Murphy, the defensive lineman to Atlanta. What do you
I
think
like
about
him
that?
because I like him. I like his explosiveness. I like his size. Right. I feel like Dallas Turner. I'm not saying he's a buddy out of Clemson we got with Beasley. I'm not saying he's him,
Right.
but I think we tend to go after defensive guys that size. And it
He's
just hasn't worked out
undersized.
for us.
You're right. He
I
is.
like Byron Murphy. I think we need size up front, especially in the NFC. Look at who some of the other teams, like what the Eagles have up front, on the D line. I think we need a defense like that. So I like him a lot.
Yeah, right the wrong of passing on Jalen Carter last year. Right that wrong. And the other thing too, in this class in particular, there's no one else like Byron Murphy, right?
Not at all.
There's no one like him. There's not even another defensive. I mean, there's a couple defensive tackles that you could look at and say, okay, this guy's big, but he doesn't move that well, and this guy moves it, pretty well, but he's
Right.
small, like Johnny Newton from Illinois. So, it's, to me, there's just such a huge drop off after Murphy, right?
Yeah.
And to have a penetrating 3 technique who collapses the pocket the way that he does.
Yes.
It's such an invaluable.
Grady Jarrett needs that.
Yeah.
He needs that beside him.
You got Onyemata there too, but there's nothing that says you can't have 3 of them, and who knows how long Grady Jarrett's going to play. And plus, you have a coaching staff that just saw firsthand the value of an Aaron Donald type, right?
I was just about to ask you that.
So what's to say you don't take Murphy at 8, and then at the top of the second round, the differentiation between a Dallas Turner and, let's say, a Marshawn Nealand from Western Michigan, who has a lot of helium, to me, it's not as great as the difference between Byron Murphy and take your pick after that,
Right.
So I think that could be an interesting thing. I think they do have to improve the defense, though.
I agree.
Leighton getting his Falcon fix. That's what you should call the podcast, the Falcon fix.
The Falcon fix.
Because it's got two double meaning. Always trying to fix them, but you getting your fix of Falcons knowledge.
Yeah, so I can just
That's
listen
why
to
you get the big bucks, man. That's why you're the creative director.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, I appreciate that. Doug, I got 5 or 6 questions I sent you. We can rattle these off. The second half of the game just started, but I obviously we love having you on the show, and especially this time of year when you shine. Besides the QB position, what player in the first round makes the biggest impact in their rookie year?
That's a good question. I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay.
And I think taking out, like you said, let's remove the quarterbacks. I think Marvin Harrison, number 1, is that good, right? But with every player in the draft, this is true of it's going to be true of 98% of the players. We just don't know it right now. All these players, it's all about where you go, what your opportunity is, and what the system is, right? Yeah. So at Arizona, he's going to have all the opportunity in the world, and he has to. Yeah. Again, that's assuming that they don't trade off of it, or maybe they take. There's some people that say they like Malik Neighbors more than Marvin Harrison, but I think whoever goes to the Cardinals, provided it's a skill position player, by dint of necessity, is going to make a huge impact this year.
Yeah, I mean, if Kyler Murray can stay healthy, right, and
right.
if he's going to be their future, and they need a little weapon for him.
Yeah, they got to figure it out, and he throws a beautiful deep ball still.
Yeah,
he's got a cannon, so just let Marvin run under it, go get those contested catches. Let him do it. He's a great player.
Yeah. All right. If you had a guess, which first round quarterback would be a bust? Who would it be? And let's say, all 3 go. Jalen, Caleb Williams, Drake May, and then let's just say Bo Nix goes and JJ McCarthy go first round. Let's just hypothetical of those 5. Who do you think is most likely to be a bust?
Again, I would probably be able to give you a very definitive answer as soon as we see what teams all these guys go to, right? Okay. Because you might want to say, like, well, we think Bo Nix stinks. We don't think he's this. We don't think he's that. What if Bo Nix went to the Rams? Would you be saying, oh, that's kind of interesting?
Yeah, that is.
Right? Maybe Sean McVay could do something with that. So I'm going to say, though, it's going to be Michael Penix. And here's why. Number one, I think when you actually get into the tape, because we all love the deep balls, right? We all love those deep balls that he was throwing.
Yeah.
Everyone was using the term I never, oh, look at him throwing these javelins out there. I never heard like all these broadcasters unite around the term javelin and throwing darts and all this other
I mean,
kind of
he
stuff.
does throw a javelin like football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful thrower of the football.
Yeah.
He had these good athletic times, but he doesn't play to that, right? He is more of a pocket guy. He's had some injury history in the past. And when you look at some of his ball placement stuff, I thought it was just average, just average. And Roma Dunze, the wide receiver, was so spectacular this
Good
year.
Lord, is he good?
And oh my God, there were so many of these plays, and you watch it and he turns these 50-50 balls into 80-20, right? And so if you're not with a guy that's got that, let alone the fact he had two other wide receivers, Jalen Polk and Jalen McMillan, who should both get their names called on Friday in day 2. So you had 3 tremendous receiving weapons. He worked the deep part of the field tremendously, but it's kind of the middle part of the field where he wasn't as good, and kind of threw some balls behind people. So I'll go Michael Penix just without seeing anybody as to where they go.
Okay. Two more questions. What's the better name in this first round? Is it Chop or Kool-Aid?
So I'm going with Chop because it's short for pork chop.
Yeah.
I like the story that his mom said, "You're such a fat little baby. We're going to call you Pork Chop." I looked up as to why Kool-Aid, whose real name is JaQuincy, was called Kool-Aid, and apparently it's just his mom said he had a big bright smile like the Kool-Aid man. You're like, okay, that's sweet.
That's sweet.
I prefer the mom that says, "Look at this fat little pork chop."
BC Lion in the chat wants to know, Doug, what do you think of Quantez Stiggers? Apparently that Freddie Airmail, some people have seen him going as high as in the 4th round.
Yeah, a very interesting story. Never played. Now he's up in the CFL, but he's actually draft eligible for the NFL. A tremendous athlete. So I think anytime you can get somebody that's that athletic, and again, relative to the game, he's a very young player, and you see what he's doing already up there. So very intrigued.
When he played in the FCF,
third day, just take athletes. Take athletes.
I mean, he, in FCF, he was just simply a ball hawk. Like he knew where he was supposed to be. 3 interceptions in the first game, 6 interceptions overall, and 8 games, something like that, maybe even more. 2 of them were pick sixes in a league where there aren't a ton of pick sixes because it's small and it's hard to run one back. Dude just knew where to be. That's what I always liked about him. He wasn't the best athlete per se in the field because he wasn't in game shape yet. I mean, he tried out for FCF. He was a really good cornerback. We bring him in. He was a ball hawk, but he even admitted many a different times, man, do I hate playing against certain receivers in the FCF because they run around too much. But I think he got to the CFL and made his mark there, rookie of the year and all that kind of stuff. It's just, he's such a sweetheart of a guy. Awesome story. It was one of my favorite players in the FCF. So looking forward to seeing where he goes. And then I guess final question, Leighton got his Falcons fix. I'm going to get my Steelers fix. You like us to take an offensive lineman?
I do. We go back and forth as to whether it's going to be a center or a tackle, right? And to me, I look at the center class, right? And there's just a very, very few guys that can step in immediately. And I think if we don't come away with one of those guys, be it Graham Barton from Duke or Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon or Zach Frazier from West Virginia, if you don't have one of those guys, I think you're in real trouble, right? Much more so than throwing Dan Moore out there for another year. I think the team likes Dan Moore more than the fans do.
Yeah.
And is there anybody that, Amarius Mims from Georgia is a very popular pick to the Steelers, right?
Okay.
Is Amarius Mims now more helpful than Dan Moore is for a year? Maybe, maybe not. But I do know that I don't want to see Nick Herbig at center full time.
That's true. Yeah.
So
okay.
We'll see. Soon enough, my friends. Soon enough.
Thursday can't come soon enough. Doug Glosser, you absolute legend. Thanks for always coming on and
Yeah, great.
It's my pleasure.
knowledge. And like I said, after draft, we'll come back on. We'll talk, get your thoughts after the draft, and then we'll start to. Then we start ramping up for training camp. We got all summer to really just get excited.
It's football season, boys. Get ready.
Get ready. Football season never ends. Come on.
Thanks,
Doug. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Doug.
See you, buddy.
Thanks,
well, we are well into the third quarter here. Let's just it's 60-60. I'm getting text from Amanda. When are you coming up? And I haven't seen her or my daughter in 5 days. They've been away. So did you put any picks in?
Yeah, just the typical, even odd first team to score, which was a gimme because as I put it in, I saw a layup happen. And I was like, oh, well, there's that. But yeah, it's just a lot of those. Like I did team even odds this time too.
Okay. Oh, nice.
But
nice.
no
okay.
over unders and stuff.
Who scored first in the third quarter?
I want to say it was the Suns, but let me look at my play-by-play first.
Look at the play-by-play. And then I can close these out after.
Yeah, it was Yusuf Nurkic.
Okay. So Suns score first. And let's close those out. And then we're going to be back Thursday, obviously, for the Fan
Controlled Show.
Fan Controlled Show, 2:30 p.m. And that leads basically right into the NFL draft. Freddie, let me talk to you offline about maybe jumping on at the end, and we can maybe do a little draft preview since Leighton can't do it. If not, I want to get some of your thoughts. And I'll call them Freddie picks during the draft on the app, and we can put all of those in there. All you just do is just text me, and I'll make sure those picks get in there on Thursday night. Thank you all for being here. That was a really fun first half. That almost hitting that over under was super fun.
Yeah.
Hope your hands are okay, Leighton. You're always doing a heck of a job back there on the ones and twos. Get some sleep. And thanks everybody for being in the chat. Thank you all for being amazing people. And let me just read off the leaderboard here as we
Awesome.
there's a lot of picks. There were a lot of picks today. And is it? Wait, hold on. Let me see. So active. So all of those went through. Oh, and then there was Pacers, Mavs, and then there's the Clippers game that ends. Those picks end at 7, so they'll so get in there and make those. But Freddie, I'll email you tomorrow, Freddie, and we'll figure out some stuff for Thursday because I want a bunch of NFL draft stuff on the app. Final leaderboard right now, heading into when I have to close out the picks later tonight. The first lady of Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment. That's her new nickname, Leighton.
The first lady. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. I like
that. Nivea Diamond 1 at 29.71. Cool One at 29.41. Regis Hilton 27.66. Nerd E at 27.41. And MJK Harana at 26.06. Thank you all for being here. Leighton Batiste, myself, Ruthless Cutie, our technical director, and everybody in chat. You guys are great. Be nice to people. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. And power to the fans.